Hi, so this presentation was originally done in September of 2019 at the Art Department in Downers Grove, Illinois. It's entitled Truth, Beauty, Joy. The infinite creative beauty of our world has a truth about it, and in surrendering to that beauty, we can experience joy. When I trust in an intelligence greater than me, I can handle my challenges and truly accept any circumstance. I return to the stillness in the center of my being and choose how I will engage with life. In our manifest world, mathematics can represent truth. 5 plus 5 equals 10. You really can't debate that. No matter what circle you pick, the ratio of its circumference to its diameter equals pi, 3.1415, etc., an irrational number, a number beyond reason. The Fibonacci sequence is the series of numbers where each number is the sum of the two previous numbers. 1 plus 2 equals 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 3 plus 5 equals 8, 8, 13, 21 ad infinitum. Plotting the series on a graph, a spiral emerges from the center. The ratio of any number to the next number in the series is another irrational number, phi, which is 0.618. Phi is called the golden ratio. The seed pattern of the sunflower unfolds from its center according to the golden ratio. The Museum of Science and Industry had an entire exhibit called Numbers in Nature. The rind of a pineapple, the nautilus shell, and countless other examples in nature follow this pattern. In The Power of Limits, the author shows hundreds of examples and coined the term Dinergy to describe the pattern-forming process of the union of opposites. He points out that there are unequal parts in the golden ratio. One is called minor, the other called major, that join together to create a harmonious whole. There are also mathematical root harmonies in music. Did you know that if you take a string that vibrates at a tone, let's say C, and you cut it in half, it results in the same sound 1 octave higher? If you cut a string to a 2/3 proportion, which approximates the 0.6 of the golden ratio, the sound is a fifth, a harmonious tone. I am in awe of how a hand springs forth from the stem of the arm. We could analyze the mathematics as shown here. The proportion of each knuckle is the golden ratio to the adjoining knuckle. That, however, does not capture the beautiful music that the fingers can play on a piano. It can't describe the pleasure you feel when your hand strokes a soft puppy or your lover's chest. Life makes beauty, harmonious patterns of frequencies, sound, light. All vibration and rhythm is a sharing of diversities, weak and strong, in and out, up and down, back and forth, the union of opposites, yin and yang. Pondering this, there are ways to look at relationships rooted in mathematics that can reveal beauty in a similar way. Systems have existed throughout history to find order in the chaos of human interaction. Chinese culture has the Book of Changes, the I Ching, with 8 different combinations of yin, which is dark, and yang, which is light, placed around the center. In the West, the ancients devised their mythology around the 12 gods of the pantheon. In Judaism, there are the 12 tribes of Israel found in the Old Testament. Christians have the 12 disciples. The number 12 with its circle and spiral has a generative quality. I submit there are mathematical structures to the human psyche and personalities that show up in relationship and the cycles of relationship. Ancient humans, listening to intuition, projecting emotional, social, and other structures onto the stars that they could see, developed a system called astrology. It reflects the dynergetic nature of human relationships, the union of opposites. Here's how it works. It looks like the stars move across the sky, even though we know the Earth rotates. And heavenly bodies, the sun, the moon, and other planets, move across the belt of constellations. Now, in truth, our sun is one star in the Milky Way galaxy that contains about 100 trillion stars, all of which rotate around the galactic center. Now, I don't know where the actual stars are that comprise the fish of Pisces or the ram of Aries, but I know how the ancients created a flattened, two-dimensional version of the zodiac to trace the movement of the planets across the sky. This is another example of Dinergy, with yin-yang further refined into elements. You can see fire signs here, shown in red, are yang, followed by earth signs in green, which are yin. Air signs, shown in yellow, are yang, followed by water signs in blue that are yin. An astrologer creates a star map called a birth chart. It shows the 12 signs, each 30 degrees of the circle, and the position of the sun, moon, and planets at the moment of birth. The lines in the outer circle show the houses or areas of life. This is my birth chart. You have a birth chart? Everyone does. Remember how I said that human relationships can be seen mathematically? Brad Pitt was born on December 18th, 1963. The sign of Sagittarius was rising on the eastern horizon. That's the horizontal arrow pointing to the left. He was born at 6:30 a.m. just before sunrise. His sun, the circle with the dot, is in the sign of Sagittarius, followed by the moon in Capricorn. Here I overlay the 3 chart points of Jennifer Aniston in the outer circle. Her natal moon, the location of the moon when she was born, is at the same degree of Sagittarius as his natal sun. Notice how these key markers are all on the left side of the chart and all are below the horizon. Enter Angelina Jolie. Her key points are in mathematical locations to actually move Brad out of himself and into the world. Her sun is located in his 7th house of partnership, and her moon is in his 4th house of family. His relationship with each of these women was different than with the other women. Relationships between people can have various degrees of harmony and tension, just as proportions in nature and art vary. Because each person has a unique set of frequencies that combine with the frequencies of another, the possibilities are endless. Some of these unions result in children. Some people come together to create businesses, some to create art. In 2017 and 2018, the art department in Downers Grove brought together over 200 people to create C60, a visual representation of Buckminster Fuller's buckyball, which is the harmonious structure of 60 carbon atoms. This piece of art has traveled through Downers Grove, including being on display at the creative space called the Treehouse. Collaboration, cooperation, creation. We live in a world of beauty and delight. There is a still place in the center from whence it all emerges. One has the choice. You can either enter the stillness or jump into life. Life equals truth, equals beauty, equals joy. It all adds up. Thank you so much for listening. May you have a wonderful day.
I'm here. Are you done?
Yep.
Can you